tired of just asking a question and he takes it all wrong and starts yelling. I'm sick of not being able to have a relationship with my sons fully because he doesn't really allow us to communicate. He kind of keeps me isolated a lot of the time. He tells my sons to leave the room a lot. And, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Because I got no family. I really don't have any friends. And it's just me and my sons. That's all. Just me and my sons. And, like, really scared. And I feel alone. I feel like a fool. I'm in my house. I'm safe. And Jason's in jail. And I hope I can make it through. I can't drive. My legs won't work. I can't really walk either. How do I get groceries? How do I take care of my sons when I can't move? When I can't walk? When I can barely fucking function? I feel like a fool that I let this relationship go on for so long. Because to be honest, he's been so life, and it was nothing but him threatening me when he get really drunk to be hit over the head with a baseball bat, and I stayed with him because he kept saying, I'm sorry, give me another chance, I'll change, and he never did. It just got worse. And he called me all these names whenever he'd get mad. All these names. I need better. I know. But what is better? Getting in another relationship with someone who's just gonna end up hurting me again. I don't want a relationship with anyone. That it's like from the farthest of my mind thinking having someone else, being with someone else, because I don't want to be hurt again. I want to be valued as a person. I want to be loved as a woman and treated respectfully as a woman. Most importantly, I want my sons to be respected and treated like they should be, with love, compassion, and empathy. Fear of them blowing up at me or ostracizing me or making me feel bad for trying to make a good decision in life, trying to be happy. I'm tired of working so hard to make money to support my family while this man does nothing but complain about his mental health and does nothing to help us. nothing to help us. I made it. I made the money. I've been supporting us. And I am a fool, and I feel like a fraud, I feel like a phony because I tell women to be strong, to not get into abusive relationships, to get out. And here I am in one. Because I didn't want people to know that I was in one, but I also didn't want women to get in one at the same time. And there's been times on and then he does this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change. Please just wait until I get into therapy. And he never does go into therapy. He never does get better. And I'm stuck there, waiting to be respected, waiting to feel loved. I don't have anyone. It's just me and my boys. So, like, I'm scared. I know Daniel. I know he won't. I know he won't change. And then he lies to the cops, and then I get in trouble. But not this time. Not this time. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Not this time. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done listening to his pity party. I lost my mom and dad. So did I. Except you lost your parents years ago. I lost my parents just a couple months ago. I don't abuse people because I lost my parents. I don't know why your comment was removed. I didn't remove your comment, sir. Never again. Just never again will I let another human being put me down like that. Never again. I don't want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I don't want to keep waiting on a man who doesn't help me. Who he's only with me because he pities me. I don't need lies. I don't need lies. I'm done being embarrassed by him. I'm done letting his racist ideology define me. I'm done being called the C word. I'm done being called a whore and a slut. I don't want to be called that. I'm just done with it. I'm just done with it. I'm just done. You know, I'm done seeing him, and then under the same breath, he says he doesn't like it. He doesn't agree with it. He doesn't look at it, even though he looks at it and lies to me like I'm stupid. Yes, it is Rev. I'm done with how he treats my kids. How he's gotten me to compromise who I am as a person. Made me say things and do things that was totally opposite of my character. I feel like such a fucking idiot. And I feel like such a disappointment to my sons. When we were in our fight, I was like, you've already broken me. What more do you want from me? I'm already broken. I'm already sad and miserable most of the time. I felt like I couldn't be myself. I felt like I couldn't say how I feel. Because I have a lot of liberal views and he has a lot of conservative views, and then I get called stupid for just having empathy for people. I get called not an American because I don't like Trump. That Trump was the greatest thing that ever happened in this country. No, he wasn't. He caused nothing but division. My oldest son, he said, Mom, you can't take him back anymore. You can't keep letting him do this to you. You know, it's like, I'm so sick of putting all of me into something, and I don't get the same energy in return. Oh well. I had to dip out of an 8-year-old relationship. We have a son together, but it was for the best. Understand about the gas. But you must understand, like, this is my own personal opinion about Trump. He gassed protesters. And there's, the news said he didn't, but I was, like, watching a live stream, several live streams at once, when that happened. I don't support someone who attacks protesters when we should have freedom of speech. He's not a good president. Neither is Biden. I say fuck both parties. Because they don't give a fuck about us. Like, when you start to the values of others and totally devalue a person because of your own personal belief or opinion, you're an awful person. And I'm so, like, seriously, I'm so sick of discord. I'm so sick of fighting. I'm so sick of not being allowed to have fucking peace in my life. If I have to be alone to establish some form of peace in my life, I will be alone. If I have to be alone with my sons so they can have peace, so they don't have to worry about someone hurting them, I'll do it too. I'm tired, and in a lot of ways, I normalize abuse in my head. I normalize it because I want to help people out of it. I want them to turn from their ways, and I don't have discord. I don't want discord. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry about that, Daniel. I'm so sorry about that. Like, it'll be a hard breakup for me. I don't think it's gonna be that hard, like, compared to my last breakup, which tore me apart as a person. Because with my last relationship, I gave that man all of my trust. With this relationship, I gave that man none of my trust. I understand crafts. I think it's gonna be good for me to be alone. You know, it'll be like I can focus on myself, you know, and I can heal being alone, you know? I don't have to have someone invalidate me about how I feel or what I think, like I have for so long. I hope to God He blesses me. Really am alone. I don't have family. I have myself and my sons. But after what Jason did to my son, he deserves to go to jail. After all the things he's done to me, he deserves to go to fucking jail. He deserves it. Because I've really been destroyed in this relationship. In a lot of ways. I guess it's a whole new beginning for me. You know? And I gotta remember what Jesus said. Jesus said, those who lose their life find it. Those who keep their life lose. So I guess I'm gonna find one. You know? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find my life. I'm gonna find my joy. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna try my best to be happy with me first before I ever think about get in a relationship with anyone. And I don't even know if I would want to go in a relationship with anyone because of all the abuse I've taken over the years in every fucking relationship I've had. Because like I said, I normalize abuse. It's one of my worst fucking toxic traits to myself. But you know what? This is showing my sons how to be strong and how to say no to violence and no to abuse. You know, it's so gross what he did. Like, how can you kick an autistic child in the head and in the stomach? How could you do that? Date yourself for a long time? Oh, I will. Oh, I will. I will love the hell out of myself because no one else will. You know, it's good actually. I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna focus on my sons. And no one can tell us how to live anymore. No one can tell us that we're wrong. No one can yell at us anymore and tell us we're wrong and call us names and cuss at us. We don't have to go through it anymore. We don't have to be hit anymore. I don't have to be pushed anymore. I'm not gonna let him back because he destroyed this relationship himself. He destroyed it himself through being so reactionary and violent with everyone. I don't want it. I don't want it. Because I'm better than this. I deserve better than to be miserable in a relationship when I'm about to be 39. I deserve better than this. And most of all, my sons deserve better than this. They never had a father figure really in their life. Not one. It was just me and my sons. Our whole lives. You know why? Because the sperm donor just... I haven't talked to him in like 13 years. 13 years I haven't talked to baby daddy sperm donor. He won't call his kids. And don't think that I tried to keep his sons away. I didn't. I kept trying to get a hold of him. And I still do. $13 and $15. I deserve better than this. And my son just, like, my oldest, just recently came out of the class throwing around the F word. And keeps demoralizing people who are homosexual and doing this in front of my oldest who just came out of the closet, and my heart just breaks because it's like, I don't want my son to feel like he doesn't belong in this world for being gay. I will craft. Like, my oldest, he's my rock. I know, Crafts. He told me yesterday he was struggling with this for 3 years. 3 years he kept this silent from me because he was afraid of backlash. And that bastard, after he got taken away in cuffs, you know what he had the nerve to say to me when he was being taken away in cuffs? I love you, baby. No, you don't. You wouldn't have touched my son if you loved me. You wouldn't have called me names if you loved me. You wouldn't have told me you never wanted to be with me if you loved me. If you loved me, you value what I had to say. He broke me. He broke me. He broke me. If he lived at all, he would have kept his hands to himself. To himself. Screw him. Yeah. Yeah. If he loved at all, if he loved at all, he would have kept his hands to himself. Yeah, I know. He doesn't love. You don't hurt the ones you love. And I stayed because I felt sorry for him. I have schizoaffective disorder. Okay, I have BPD. But I do my best not to take my frustrations out on others. Like, I've taken care of so many mentally ill people through being a home health care worker in my lifetime. I never seen anyone, and this is, I'm talking about schizophrenics, people who have a violent past. I've never seen anyone act like him. I never seen someone so fucking self-entitled. Like, he thinks just because he says sorry, I should automatically let things go. I should automatically not be upset over the fucking shit he does to me and others. Alright, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Lynn. I mean, bad, he started making fun of me. He'd do that stuff. You don't know what love is. You don't know what love is. He saw a woman who was vulnerable, whose health was failing, and he was like, oh, I can take advantage of this shit with her. And then he arrogantly tries to preach Jesus while, you certainly don't love me. And then he tries to turn it around and say that I'm being abusive for reacting to his shit, to his fucking shit, to his name calling, to his yelling. I'm abusive because I'm like, you should not act this way. This is inappropriate to act this way. You're being abusive to me. Really? Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Just so inappropriate with his behavior. And when he gets in that mode, he doesn't even fucking care what he says to you or does to you. And then he pretends afterward that it never happened and you're crazy. You're the crazy one for being emotional over it. Yeah, he's in jail. He's in jail. And I'm certainly not going to bail him out. I'm gonna call, because I don't want him in my life anymore. I don't want him to hurt my kids. He could have killed my son tonight. He's dangerous. Period. He's dangerous, and he's cruel. And he only cares that he hurts you after the fact, and after he realizes, oh, she didn't like that. She didn't take it the way I thought she would. Like, and this guy knows. He knows I have borderline personality disorder. He knows how hard it is for me to calm down emotionally and regulate emotionally. He knows how hard it is. He knows it takes a long time for that to happen because I have a mental disorder. He knows this. So I feel like he purposely tries to trigger me or make me feel miserable so he can feel better about what kind of life he has. Which is not much. Because he's done everything in his power to sabotage us. So like he sat there right across from me and said, you have borderline personality disorder. You are a woman. They're gonna believe me over you and your sons. Believe that. Didn't happen, did I? Did it? As soon as he said that, though, I looked him straight in the eye and I said, pride before the fall, Jason. And now look at him. He's in jail like he should be for hurting my baby. My baby. He came from me. You can't love me enough to take care of me and love my sons. You don't love me. You can't be Christian enough for that. I'll tell you this. The Christian community that came from YouTube, all of them are frauds. They all pretend that they're Christians. They all pretend that they're good and they love Jesus, but all of them lie, steal, cheat, call people's names, put people down. Like, if you can't love your enemy, you do not love Jesus. If you can't love your own family, you do not love Jesus. If you can't love your family enough to think about their feelings, to care about their feelings, to care about their physical well-being and the boundaries they have, and not put your hands on, if you can't respect that, you're not of Christ. Damn right he's staying in jail overnight. I ain't fucking bailing him out. Let him stay. Let him rot in jail for all I care. Kicking my baby. Let him rot. Yeah, he's okay. I didn't ask for that shitty behavior tonight. I thought that we were going to have a good time and relax and make love. That was my plan. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. Did I get that? No. I had a Christian man hate me and my children tonight and lie to the police about it. 3 witnesses against 1, though, Jason. 3 witnesses against 1. Just know, you can't fool 3 witnesses. And you can't say you love my children when you kick them in the head. Especially an autistic child. All he fucking cares about is violence, getting angry at people, telling people off. Such gross behavior. You know how many times I told him, please stop making these videos, and he continues to, and my reputation gets fucking shitty because of his fucking bullshit, and I have to stand by him because of some fucking sense of loyalty I have. I hate myself in a lot of ways because of this. Thank you. Therapy after this shit, though. They need to go to therapy. They can't just live their life going through this shit, you know? They can't go through their life feeling like nobody loves them but their mom, man. I'm so sick of hearing Jason say the F word over and over again when my son is gay. Like, you say you support him as him being gay, but under the other side of your mouth, you're saying the F word constantly and laughing about it like it's funny. It's not funny. That was the last word Matthew Shepard heard before he was killed. The last word he heard. Why do you shame people because what they do with their own body? You're not them. How does what they do with their own body affect you anyway? It doesn't. You think my son being gay is going to affect me? It could affect me at all. So why should I hate him for that? Why should anyone hate anyone for being gay? Why say all these slurs? Why be so filthy and profane? Trying to be mermaid. Trying to be girl. But yeah, he can go rot in jail for days. Who am I talking about? Jason. He ended up going to jail tonight because he ended up kicking my son in the head and the stomach. And we called the police on him because I am tired of him abusing us. And, you know, that bastard, when he's walking away in handcuffs, I love you, honey. Yeah, right. You wouldn't have done any of this if you actually loved me. And he only went after Zachary because he got mad at me because I didn't care for him pretty much insulting me because I didn't want to watch The Devil's Advocate because of the rape scenes. Because I didn't want to get triggered. Because I didn't want to be reminded of what I had to go through. And how does he take the me saying this is my son? Not just any child, an autistic child. Yeah, he needs to be in jail. And he's gonna do everything he can to try to warm himself back. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care. I don't care if he's good in bed. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to feel bad about myself every day because I have to walk on eggshells about what I say in case I set him off. Am I okay? Bastard. Thank you, wise guy. I know I do. I know I do. He could have killed my son. My baby. Because he lets his anger get the best of him. Well, he's already in jail, so the charges has already been pressed. I can't believe he kicked him either when Zachary said he kicked him. And then he lies to the police, even though me and my oldest, both heard it. He lies to police and says, "Oh, I just put his computer down." Fuck that dude. Really. Fuck Jason and everything he's done to me. And all the times I backed, all the times I said he's not abusive just so I wouldn't get hurt some more. I feel like I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. What happened, Carrie? Jason's in jail because he kicked my son in the head and stomach. No, I'm not allowing him back because I know he's gonna kill us. Yeah. I hate him. I hate what he's done. I hate how bad he's humiliated me over the years.